That's my luggage on the side of the road, Westgate Hill, or Westgate Road, waiting for the early morning bus, the bus I would take normally to go to work, to get to Central Station. Now we're here down at Central Station, about 5:28 in the morning. This is usually the time, or slightly bit later, that I will head to the station when I'm going to work. Well, in the Costa facility at platform 2 is where I wait or stop over every time I come to work because of delays between buses. This is a section that faces out towards the platform. Normally I'm in the other section. There's my bags on the trolley. Platform 3 is just through the windows, and I'm going to have to go under the underpass, and that's where we'll be getting our train down to Exeter St David's. This is the underpass under Central Station. Takes a while for the doors to open. There you go. There we go. Now we can continue to walk. There's a slight curve to the lift up to platform 3.
Platform 3. Doors opening.
And here's the platform. That sign there does say it's a 6:45 from the train, that's coach C, and then with the right hand. So this is the actual train I need to get on, and I hate that gap. Why do they always put it so the gap's there? I've just dug up the email I got when I did my reservations, doing split ticketing, where I book each train independently, and it says 6:45 is when we leave, and I'll arrive at Exeter St David's at 12:40. So if my maths is right, that is 5 hours 55 minutes that I'm going to be aboard this train. Right, it's a bit later in the morning. About 9:50. We're coming to Birmingham. That's the next stop at 10:10. And right, we're leaving Birmingham now. There's usually seen as the halfway point, and I think this is where they actually transfer crews. But we've established one thing. We don't change direction of travel here. There's the announcement just coming on. Or not. Right, it's the afternoon now, and I've just got my app on one of my smartphones, and that blob with the ring around is where we are, and we're approaching Taunton. When I used to come here, 1998 through to 2000, that's gone off. The time, try again. The time that I used to travel, where I'd be travelling back on a Sunday, there wasn't any trains from Barnstaple at the right time. So I would take a train to Taunton, go across the city centre with large amounts of luggage. I had a rucksack then, and made it easier. And I would take a National Express coach from Taunton to Bideford, because in those days I was only going from Bideford. It wasn't later into the 21st century, when I came back in 2007, that I would be going from Ilfracombe. This is going to be my first time back in Bideford since 2000. And this is Taunton Station. When I was here, I used to travel here, there was a model of a train, a steam train, but I can't see it if it's still there or not. But this is where I used to get off, and then, as I said, go through the town, go to the Rat and Parrot, have lunch, wait for a few hours, and catch the National Express coach to Bideford. Now we're leaving Taunton. I no longer have to do that because the days I travel now are different. Like I'm travelling on a Saturday, I can now, when I have to travel back, I can travel back from Barnstaple by train, which is a lot better than my hybrid way of doing things, which I did back then. It's now 1 o'clock and I'm at my first train change, which will be to the Barnstaple line.
The train at platform 3 is the 1303 Great Western Railway service to Paynton.
So obviously not that one.
Exeter St Thomas, Starcross, Dawlish,
but if you can see the boards there,
Newton Abbot,
the second train to come in at 13:27
this train
will be, there it is, my Barnstaple train.
3 for the 1303 Great Western Railway service to Paynton.
We're now leaving Exeter St David's behind and heading off to Barnstaple. In terms of railways and train journeys, this is Journey's End, getting down there, because this is now Barnstaple station, and now we have to leave the station and then take the bus to Bideford. Right, we're now on the bus. The bus has come quite quickly. I almost got misdirected again. It's actually on a Stagecoach bus, because they're the bus company that I use in Newcastle. Now, I handed him a £10 note, and he didn't like that, probably. He didn't say anything. But I didn't hear what he'd said, and it's only £1.90. And somebody gave me the impression I wouldn't see much change out of a £10 note. So, that's cheaper than I thought. And this is the bus I've just come down on. There's some taxis over there which I'll have a try with. And over there is the Bideford part of Oldenburg, the Lundy Shore office for Bideford. This is the hotel room that I'm in now. I have an ensuite toilet and shower. I've just decamped some stuff from my bag because I'm going to have a wander around the town, and need to get a takeaway or something.